Daf Yomi Tractate Bava, page 106b, top of the page, E Amrit, Bishlama Nishba, etc. Granted. If you say that when one takes a false oath and then witnesses come, he is liable to pay, that is why we hold him liable for a guilt offering for the final oath, since he can still retract and admit his liability and incur an obligation to pay. Consequently, the fact that he took another false oath constitutes an additional false denial of his monetary liability. But if you say, as Rav did, that even when witnesses come, he is exempt from paying, then the Mishnah's ruling is difficult, as is there any similar case where if witnesses come to testify with regard to it, he would be exempt, and yet we would stand and obligate him to bring a guilt offering for a later oath, for no reason other than since he can still retract and admit his liability. As of now, in any event, he has not admitted to any liability and has no extant debt, and any further oaths that he takes are not denials of monetary liability. It follows then that Rava's explanation of Rav's opinion cannot be undermined by Rav Hamnuna's challenge. The Gemara cites another ruling concerning the topic of a bailee who claims that a deposit in his possession was stolen. Rabbi Chia bar Abba says that Rabbi Yochanan says one who falsely states the claim with regard to a deposit that a thief stole it, and it becomes clear that he stole it himself, pays double payment. If he slaughtered or sold it, he must pay fourfold or fivefold payment. He explains his ruling by means of a comparison. Since a thief pays double payment, and one who falsely states the claim that a thief stole the deposit also pays double payment, it follows that just as a thief who ordinarily pays double payment, and if he slaughtered or sold an animal, he pays fourfold or fivefold payment, so too, one who falsely states the claim that a thief stole a deposit, who ordinarily pays double payment, if he slaughtered or sold the animal he received as a deposit, pays fourfold or fivefold payment. The Gemara asks, what is notable about the halacha of a thief? It is notable in that he pays double payment even without having taken a false oath. Will you say that this stringency should apply with regard to one who falsely states the claim that a thief stole the deposit, who pays double payment only upon taking a false oath? Therefore, one cannot derive from the obligation of a thief to pay fourfold or fivefold payment to the case of one who falsely states the claim that the deposit was stolen. The sages say in response, Rabbi Yochanan did not base his ruling on a logical inference. Rather, it is a derivation based on a juxtaposition, a hekesh, heikeshahi. Just as the verses discussing a thief and one who falsely states the claim that a deposit was stolen are juxtaposed, and one cannot refute to analysis a derivation based on a juxtaposition. The Gemara asks, this works out well according to the one who says that one verse is stated with regard to a thief and one is stated with regard to one who falsely states the claim that a thief stole a deposit. According to him, there is a juxtaposition and one can well derive one from the other. But according to the one who says that both this verse, the thief shall be found, if the thief shall be found, he shall pay double, Exodus 22:6, and if the thief shall not be found, Exodus 22:7, are referring to one who falsely states the claim that a thief stole the deposit, and neither verse is referring to the thief. What is there to say? The sages say in response, Rabbi Yochanan's ruling is derived from an amplification indicated by the verse not employing the term thief, and instead employing the expanded term, the thief. This teaches that the halacha of the fourfold and fivefold payment applies to one who falsely states the claim that the deposit was stolen as well. Rabbi Chia bar Abba raised an objection to the statement of Rabbi Yochanan from a brisa. In a scenario where one said to an unpaid bailee, "Where's my ox?" Then the bailee responded, "It was stolen." And the owner said, "I administer an oath to you." And the bailee said, "Amen." And the witnesses testified about the bailee that he ate it. He pays double payment. But here the halacha is that it is impossible to eat even an olive bulk of meat without slaughtering the animal first, indicating that it must have been slaughtered. And nevertheless, it teaches that he pays double payment. It can be inferred that double payment, yes, he pays, but fourfold or fivefold payment, no, he does not pay. Rabbi Yochanan answers with, what are we dealing here? We are dealing with a case where he ate it as an unslaughtered animal, carcass. Since it was not killed according to the halachot of ritual slaughter, the thief does not pay the fourfold or fivefold payment. Yeah, because it's a more stringent payment. I guess that would be cumulative rather today. The Gemara asks, and let Rabbi Yochanan answer Rabbi Chia bar Abba by saying that it is a case such where he ate it as an animal with a wound that will cause it to die within 12 months. That's a treifa. In accordance with Rabbi Shimon's opinion that the legal status of an act of slaughter is not fit for accomplishing its full ritual purpose, it is not considered an act of slaughter for which the thief must pay the fourfold or fivefold payment. The Gemara responds that Rabbi Yochanan holds in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Meir, who holds the legal status of the slaughter is not fit for accomplishing its full and ritual purpose, is considered an act of slaughter, and the thief would pay the fourfold or fivefold payment. The Gemara further asks, and let Rabbi Yochanan answer Rabbi Chia bar Abba by saying that the ruling of the brisa is stated with regards to an animal removed from its mother's womb after the mother was ritually slaughtered. And this is called the ben pakua, which permitted for consumption without slaughter. So that there is a possibility that the thief ate it without first slaughtering it. The Gemara responds that Rabbi Yochanan holds in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Meir, who says that a ben pakua requires a slaughter. And I think we'll do time here.